Well, hello, industry colleagues of the automotive industry. My name is Mike Davidson, and just by way of a short introduction, I'm the owner of Parkway Automotive Services in Little Rock, Arkansas, and I have been. Opened it up myself and two technicians over 20 years ago, but 21 years ago, I guess it was. And some of you had asked about more information of the VIP plan that we've had in place really just about the whole time we've been open. And so this video is going to share that. Just a tiny little bit more about me. I'm very committed to the growth of the industry of individuals. So I've written several books. One is Wage and Hour Compliance for the Automotive Industry, an apprentice program for the automotive industry and how to put that into place. All things that I've done and experienced. And right now I'm in the middle of writing a book called Technician Time Management. And then I've done some seminars and stuff across the country on hiring, called Hiring for Keeps. So I do that. So this too is something I could present in a much more detailed, but I'm just trying to give you guys a little taste for it, and what it is. So we call it the VIP maintenance plan. We've been doing it since 1999, and this isn't. This is just me as a shop owner talking to you guys as shop owners, sort of behind the scenes, and we learned a lot of things along the way. And so what we currently have, there's a reason for everything that we have in place now, and can certainly dive more into it. But for the sake of the shortness of this video, I'll tell you about the plan, and then if you wanted to find out more about why we do one thing or versus the other, well, you can reach out to me. Reach out to me for that. Obviously, the plan behind, or the motivation behind a VIP plan, was customer retention. That's what I wanted. I wanted something that had to be helpful to us as an organization. Had to be one thing that I've always said is that when you make decisions, they need to be beneficial to the employee, they need to be beneficial to the company, and they need to be beneficial to the customer. Now, you can't always make those decisions and it benefit all three, but it needs to benefit at least two of those three. The VIP plan really does represent a benefit to all three. It is a benefit to the customer because it helps them know what you know about their car. It's a benefit to the employees because it provides consistent work over a long period of time of the car. And then certainly it benefits the company if it's done correctly for profitability and running your business. And so that's the whole idea and how the VIP plan came into existence way back then. So I want to start by just saying something that's like critical, and you're going to hear me say this like 100 million gazillion times if I were talking to you, and that is how important it is in order for a plan like this to be successful. You must have a good inspection process in place. And what I mean by a process in place, I'm referring to that your customers know that you do inspections, that you have an inspection that you charge money for, that your technicians know that your advisor will share what they show them or what they report with the customer, and that the advisor knows that the technician won't pencil whip the form. All right, so those things have to be in place. And so without that, it's just not going to work, guys. You're going to come in and have people do oil changes, and they're going to leave, and you're going to lose money. So it cannot be done that way. And so we do a lot of what we talk about at Parkway Automotive to our customers very consistently. With every time someone comes in, especially first-time customers, and a lot of our regular customers know how important it is that they know everything we know about their car when it comes to an inspection. And so we have an inspection that we do that is free, that's a smaller one, but we also have one that we charge for. And both of those inspections are included in the VIP plan as they rotate off. And so, very simply put, we allow the customer to pay one price one time. You can see there on the screen what we do, and this is for the car that they have, in the program. And as long as that car is remained in their name as a titled owner, their primary vehicle, then it's in the plan. If they sell the car, or they give it to a kid, or whatever, if they sell the car or it gets wrecked, and totaled out, then the plan transfers to the replacement vehicle at no additional cost. Now, I came to that conclusion by crunching some numbers some years ago that it just made sense to do it, so we do that. So this is not an annual cost. This is a one-time cost, and then the plan's fully transferable. The only thing is that they can no longer own this car by any means. I think I said something about transferring to kids, and that would not count. They would that it has to leave their ownership. It can no longer be titled or licensed in their name, and so. So the plan, just to start from the top, we see the car every 5,000 miles. So at 5 and 10,000 miles, they get an oil change, a tire rotation, and one of two inspections. So at the let's say at the 5,000 mile mark, they would get the small inspection that we normally do for free at Parkway. But then at the 10,000 mile mark, we do what we call a CVI, comprehensive vehicle inspection. That's done at 10,000 miles, and it's comprehensive. It's a digital inspection, and hopefully all of you guys are doing that by now. And and that's sent to the customer via text or email for them to look at. And so we actually say you get lifetime service every 5,000 miles, lifetime oil change service including oil filter and labor, lifetime tire rotation because we want to do that brake inspection, and so we're going to rotate the tires, and then a lifetime inspection to keep the car safe and made ready at all times. No renewal fee, fully transferable. We do have a used car inspection that we charge around $185 for. If you're a VIP member, then you get that for free as long as the car you're buying is replacing the car that's in the club. So you can't just have a bunch of used car inspections. And then we allow them to have one of those per year. And having a used car inspection. So you get the idea. As we say, we have a vested interest in them buying a good used car. We don't want them to buy a piece of junk that has a lot of trouble, because no one wins in that situation. And so we state our purpose. We do allow cancellation. I can tell you that I've had maybe 3 people cancel in 20 years once they were on the plan. But we make concessions for how that would work out, and I could tell you more about that. And then recently, we added an alignment evaluation that's done once a year, and we usually get their permission to go ahead and do the alignment if it's needed. So it's not, and we don't discount that alignment. We just do the evaluation for them once a year, and we put it in recommended services. We use Mitchell software to remind us to do that, and then we get their permission to charge them for an alignment if it needs it, and the technician does the alignment. And then we recently, this last year, added that all VIP members can purchase 4 new tires at cost plus $10. And so, again, if we don't follow the plan and doing an inspection and presenting it to the customer, this plan will fail. So you've got to be sure that that is in place. Now, just to give you simple numbers to show you its success, I'll share this with you. That number right there, this is a dashboard, part of the dashboard of numbers that I keep up with for my business. And our average RO is $640 per RO. That was for all of year to date 2020 that we did that. So that includes everybody that's in the plan, any of the zero tickets. All that would be included in that number. So, and every time that I've sort of stopped and looked at what my cost was to do what we did in the VIP plan and what we're getting back on return and profitability, every time I've looked at that over the years, it's just been a no-brainer for me as an owner, and it's a no-brainer for customers. But again, I want to mention how important the inspections are. And in fact, they're so important that we took and I wrote a white paper, and it's called Inspections Save Lives, and it's actually on the other side of the brochure of the VIP plan. It's a quad-fold thing. And so here, I just state very clearly, just a little note to our customers about inspections, what the law has to say about our obligation to, they call it failure to inform, that we have this obligation. We have a legal obligation and some of the legal elements. And then I finish up that white paper clearly with just what is our philosophy. Maybe I'll expand that up a little bit for if you wanted to maybe pause and read this, you're welcome to. And I'd be glad to share this document with you. It's a white paper. You know, it's out there for you to use if you wanted to copy and paste it. I don't really mind, because I think for the sake of the industry, people need to understand. Yes, we do inspect cars for profitability, and I say that in this white paper, but we also do it to make sure their car's safe, and that the choice for them to buy is always their choice. So that's pretty much it. I could certainly talk more if you wanted to, but there's certain little things you just need to put into place. You can put it all in your software. You don't have to have this big long legal document that you take and have somebody sign. I've never had it that way, and uh, and I don't have separate accounts for the money to go into or anything like that. It all goes in the bank, as we say, whether it's from the VIP plan or otherwise. I know some of you might be more OCD and you want to do that. That's fine, but I just put it all in the bank and spend it as I need to. Um, so that's pretty much it. You can reach me by my email at miked@parkwayautomotive.net. My cell phone is 501-993-6121. I do regularly do consulting for the automotive industry, just something I'm doing myself called Leader Shift. And you can find out about that at industryessentials.net. That will give you information about the books I've written, as well as my leadership program to help you grow leaders within your organization. So I hope this little video helps, and you guys have a good rest of the day. Bye bye.